Good morning. Today I have chosen subject of ego. What is ego? Edging God out. The points today which I am going to ponder may not be correct, but I am just trying to give you the bird's eye view. Without knowing what it was, I have read it during my school days. The famous quote by Thiruvalluvar, எல்லார்க்கும் நன்றாம் பணிதல் அவருள்ளம் செல்வர்க்கே செல்வம் தகைத்து. Beautiful. Once I heard one phrase, don't be polite, you are not that great. What does that mean? You have seen politeness in great people. When I entered medical college, we had first year. We used to learn English, physics, biology, botany, statistics as well. The book, non-detailed book given to us was Pride and Prejudice. I didn't understand the meaning of prejudice, and one of my classmates who was well versed, studying English medium, he explained and told me, pride goes before prejudice. Fantastic. I learnt it a little later what it meant. I have come across a lot of instances wherein I was put in a predicament, a kind of situation where I thought I was being insulted because of my lack of knowledge, both in English and subject as well. One thing I must tell you, I never ever felt slighted or wounded when somebody comes and says that what I was doing is wrong and should have been done better than what you have done. Unfortunately, the job has been given to you. I never felt that way. That has really helped me to come up in life. I always say, when a mistake is being pointed out, you should rather ponder over that, whether it is really a mistake. If it is a mistake, correct it. If it is not a mistake, if you are convinced about it, tell them why you felt it's not a mistake, why you did it. Either they'll explain to you, telling that what you could have done wrong, and you will be able to understand, or you make him understand what you have done is right. Number of times I have learnt from a past experience. One is speed and acting without or hurrying up without understanding the situation. I still remember I was in labor ward. I used to be very jumpy and active, and I always felt others are slow. Once the patient was suffering from pain in the labor ward, and a colleague of mine, I don't want to mention his name, and he was going about lethargically. I pulled the injection and gave injection methogen to a pregnant patient. Of course, you know the outcome. Of course, till the patient delivered, my heart didn't beat. At the same time, when you come across a situation where you feel it's funny, and the funniest thing is being enacted by your friend. Imagine a Foley's catheter is being introduced to a female patient, inflate the balloon, and after that the entire Foley's catheter with the balloon inflated came out. He came running to me, Gopal, what happened? I went and saw. I couldn't contain my laughter. Medical colleagues understand what I am telling now. I am sure that the colleague should be near my alphabetical order. I am sure he must be remembering when he listens to this speech. There are times I have made mistakes, like in school, studying some medium school, there used to be a letter writing where he said you are supposed to take leave. Once I remember writing a letter, routine format, I applied in the wrong place. I wrote from to, since I am suffering from my sister's marriage, I would like to take leave, kindly grant me a leave. The entire class laughed. I never felt bad about it. In fact, I laughed along with them. And I'm telling you, take it in a lighter vein and keep moving and laughing along with them helps, and do not have any grudge. I must tell this incident. A few years ago, it was the I was an infant. I just started the hospital. It was in infancy. I was taking a picture of the surgery I've taken in the computer, and I typed something, and the spelling was wrong. One young duty doctor came up to me and she told me and whispered me, "Sir, you've done something wrong." I mean, why don't you tell it boldly? Sir, how can you tell that to you, sir? Look, when you tell here now, I correct myself so that this my mistake is not exhibited to the general public or to other people. So, when you encourage them, when you make a mistake, or tell them, even if you think that I am making a mistake, even not a mistake, kindly tell me so that I can correct myself. Then, not only correcting myself, I can rather come away from the wrongdoing. Many of us don't understand, they take it as an insult. Unfortunately, I have come across people from all walks of life. I am not talking about the top creamy of the society. I think most of them, irrespective of the, notwithstanding the popular belief that people at the hierarchy placed on top, they get insulted, they take revenge, they are mean-minded, they don't understand others' problems. No, it is not so. The ego, I notice, a man who doesn't have food for the next meal and he has got more ego, maybe this ego has pushed him to that level. Imagine a family of 3 or 5 people. You are not able to manage those 3 people, live together, get their opinion together, and live in a good harmony. I don't see, they are not amiable and amicable, always abominable. Imagine, even in the small group, leave alone the joint family, Kuttu Kudumbam they call that. Imagine an industrialist and great people who govern the country, and people like me running a hospital. You have to manage so many people. Each one doesn't like the color of the other, doesn't like the language, doesn't like his face, doesn't like his attitude, and he's trying to find fault, make mockery, and at the end of the day, they feel that the other one is being given preference, I am not given preference. They don't understand that each job has to be done by somebody at different levels. They always feel I am great. He is not. When it comes to the job which has to be done collectively, I'm telling you, a man who doesn't have that kind of responsibility can talk anything he likes and get away with it because he doesn't have any responsibility. He does his job and goes away. It's something like 5 blind people trying to explain how the elephant looks. They never understand the difficulty. They never realize what kind of a turmoil he is undergoing. He is being hauled over the furnace. Every day, every minute is a torture. But he is doing it for the sake of doing it. Passion he has got. If you are asked to sit in his chair for a day, why day? For 1 hour, you will go mad tearing your shirt. You can't even understand. The kind of situation one faces is a man married to 2 women. Worse than that. But if you are able to hold the fort and carry on with that, unmindful of the brickbats, he may not receive bouquet for all of you. Even when make a small mistake, they come pouncing upon him, telling him what you have done is wrong, this you have done wrong. And sometimes, what they do, very funny, they try to insinuate and giving reasons deliberately so that the relationship spoiled. It's very, very unfortunate. I myself have seen these people who are doing that. they are not capable of what they are doing. They are scared the other person is going to take over the mantle, and they keep finding fault. At the end of the day, they lose the battle, which they realize very late. Nobody is an enemy, and nobody is going to take away your position, and everything is going to smoothly, and you should know how to strike some balance of justice. If you do not do that, கல்லாதொருவன் கவிநயம் பேசல் நெல்லிற் பிறந்த பதராகுமே. That's what the old verse says. Tell you, never ever have ego. If you have ego, you are gone. You may rather try to lift up your pride, the so-called imagination of pride, but it is not worth it. Humble, polite, and always use finer words. Never criticize anybody in public. If at all you feel that somebody has done something wrong, call them separately. Never admonish them. He has done his level best, thinking that he is going to receive encomium from you. Unfortunately, I have seen a number of people. They come openly criticize without knowing what they're talking, and they openly show their displeasure. They make the atmosphere not only unpleasant, they make the entire atmosphere not congenial to the growth of the society, organization, or anything. With that, I am closing today's topic. I tell you, please jettison ego. Do not keep ego as your prime subject. Throw it away. Today, if you throw away ego and start living, at least understand others' problems. You may not be able to help, but at least understand. Don't criticize. You may be in his position. You may not know when you will be in his shoes. That time you'll understand the reality. Number of times I have felt. Even sometimes, you remember that? Once I was called to give God of Honor to then Chief Minister M.G. Ramachandran. Why I am telling this is life is learning. So I had retired from NCC, that's I was in the 4th year of medicine. I finished my 4 years of NCC and I had put on my boots. They called me, Gopal, you will be the apt under officer to give God of Honor to our Chief Minister. Then I thought it was pride and I'm helping the subsequent under officer who had taken the mantle from me. I put on my uniform, practiced for a week before I went and presented myself to the then Chief Minister. So after that, the parade went on very well. Everybody appreciated. Then I looked around to see, thank the incumbent, to the under officer who was holding the post then, and he was away. I called him, waved at him, calling him to my place where I was standing, and he didn't even look at me, he walked away. Then I asked one of my friends surrounding me, why this man is going away? Sir, it is opportunity. You have knocked it away. See, I thought I was doing good, but not so. There are a number of times you think that you are doing the best, you are doing the great thing for somebody, and it will be misconstrued. So you have to put yourself in the shoes and find out where you have gone wrong, why it has gone wrong, how to correct, rather than harping and all the time gesticulating, what I have done is right, and nobody can do it. And even though if you know what you have done is wrong, still you fight. Still vehemently you say, oh, I have done wrong. Deep inside you know what you have done is not correct. So my dear friends, I am telling you that I have noticed. I am old enough to advise you, please throw your ego and start living. The world will become a very pleasant place to live. Auf Wiedersehen. Next week I'll give it another topic if you like this. Thank you. And please, I want your opinion. When you hear that, I want your opinion. If you feel that I have gone beyond my limit, let me know. I will stop there. Thank you. Have a good day. Have a great weekend and enjoy.